Hello and welcome back to Pod Popper's Place. Today I am guest designing for Kendra's Card Challenge number 12, and we are featuring super sponsor Colorado Craft Company. I am a big fan of Colorado Craft Company and all the cute critters that they have in their stamp collections. They generously sent us this stamp set from Anita Jerram, which is the Snoozing Kitties stamp. It is a rather large stamp. It does cover a full front of an A2 size card. And after I get this stamped, I'm going to use a little bit of the leftover ink to stamp out a masking sheet from Gina K. I'm going to use the masking a little bit differently than I normally would because I'm not going to use it to cover anything up so that I can color something, but rather I'm going to use it as a pattern to cut out some pattern paper to put over my design area. So first I cut out some kind of Christmassy pattern for the blanket, and then I'm also going to cut around the pillow and use that to cut a some pattern paper out so that I have like a designer sheet underneath the kitty cat's pillow. These are pretty simple lines to cut out, but I do try and save my little masks so that I can use them again to do the same type of technique. Hopefully you're familiar with Kendra's Card Challenge, but if you're not, be sure to check out all the details in the description box below. And if you'd like to, there's still time to join in the challenge and perhaps put your cards in for a chance to win some fabulous prizes. I decided to use some greens to color in the headboard above the kitty cats, but the way this is designed, it almost looks like it could be a full fabric kind of headboard, and that's kind of how I designed it today. But it also could be that it's wood slats, and so you could have maybe light shining through the headboard there. So because of the design, I think you could use it a couple different ways. And then I just color in the kitties, and there's not a lot of shading you can do here because they are fairly small, and I do add some color to the pillow as well, just some very light gray and blue tones. This is a giveaway hop, so be sure and watch all the participants in the hop and then fill out the form in the description box below. The winner will be announced on Cards by Kendra's channel community tab, and she is giving away a digital download. After I finish all the coloring that I want to do, I glue on the back piece for the sheet, and then I also glue on the front piece for the blanket. And obviously this is a stamp that has hearts all over the blanket, so it's easy to just stamp it and color it, and then you have an anniversary card or a Valentine's Day card or a lot of different cards. And by switching out the paper with the technique I did, you could also make it a lot of different types of cards as well. I am using sketch number 9, and sketch number 9 has a small line of paper at the, I'm turning it sideways, so it's supposed to go horizontal. I'm turning it vertically, but this paper B there has that small strip on the top piece, but I actually am using the headboard to emulate that small piece of B paper. And then I added some more kind of Christmassy paper and emboss the back piece and then put that card together. So that one is finished. And then I also wanted to do another one where I didn't change up the stamp at all. And so I'm doing sketch number 11, and they have 2 sheets of white or basic paper that are blank on top of each other. So I'm going to do a kind of a layering stamp. So I'm going to stamp just the image of the kitty cats in the pillow area and a little bit of the blanket onto the bigger background. And then I'm going to stamp again on top of the smaller piece that goes on top of that, so I have a layered look. I went ahead and colored this off screen, and I went a little crazy with the pink, I have to admit. We got pink paper, we got pink blankets, we got pink hearts. This might have to be a Valentine's Day card for my husband, but it's super cute with little kitties in there, stretching and sleeping. And so I just layer this all together as it shows in the sketch. But because I did change up the sizing a little bit because I didn't want such a large border around the piece that I was putting on top because it had a much larger border, and I didn't want to hide as much of that stamp. So I did have to adjust a little bit of the way it is being laid out, and my little banner pieces that are going to go on the side have to be moved over slightly. The black piece of paper that's taking on that strip on the sketch had to kind of move in a different area. So it's not quite exactly to the sketch specifications, but I think it's fairly close, and you can definitely tell that that was the sketch I was using. Because I used some foam tape to pop up the kitties off of the blanket area, I did also add a piece of foam tape to put the banners on so that they would not be kind of squished underneath the kitty cat area, and they would lay over the top of that. So in the end, I did end up adding a sentiment, and then I also added a few embellishment pieces because I did have some areas where I got some extra ink kind of messed up a little bit, and so I wanted to kind of hide those. So this is my second card. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you being here, and I hope you will check out the other people in the hop and see what other stamps or ideas that they came up with to use. And I hope you will check out Kendra's card challenge. She has a fabulous challenge, and she gives away lots and lots of prizes. She has lots of fabulous sponsors like Colorado Craft Company, and we just are having such fun creating all these cards. I had tons and tons of Christmas cards ready for me this year because of Kendra's card challenge. I hope you would consider subscribing and liking and coming back again. Thank you.